Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler. If you're new, welcome. So this one's going to be a little bit different because I actually initially got the person that made this game actually contacted me a while back, and unfortunately back then I did not have access to a computer that could run Steam that could play the game that they were wanting me to play. And since things have changed in the past couple of days, I finally got to play the game. And I wanted to read the email out to you that I got initially. And I'm not going to say the dude's name because I don't want to butcher it, because I just don't want to I don't want to mess it up by accident. But the email that I got a while back is, "Hi, NDT Garage. My name is. I work at Unity and develop games in my free time. A year ago, I decided to create a game about anomaly detection, and on May 29th, I'm releasing a demo." Like I said, this email a while back. Game is called Anomaly Runner. It's a mix of Exit 8 mechanics with Portal vibes. In the demo, you can play through the first of the 5 planned levels, so in terms of duration, the demo is roughly as long as the full Exit 8. Game is available in both standard and PC VR mode, which I assume is virtual reality mode. I don't have access to that. But I would be very happy if you could try out the game. Information, best regards, person I'm speaking to, and yeah, so this is basically my initial chunket of the game, and I'm going to give my initial reactions at the end of the video. So, yeah, thank you, person in question, and once again, I would love to try to enunciate your name, but I don't want to butcher it. But in any case, enjoy, and we'll talk at the end of the video.
Welcome to ARC, the Anomalies Research Center. We thank you for volunteering in our program. Once you fully wake up, you can leave your room to start your training. Congratulations, you're assigned to the Anomalies Detection Team. Please proceed to the training area. Welcome to Basic Anomaly Training. As a member of the Anomalies Detection Team, your role is is to detect and contain anomalies. This training will help you to understand what anomalies are, how to recognize them, and how to respond properly. You're currently on Deck 0, a safe area with no anomalies present. Observe how the objects here look. Take note of their appearance and follow the white arrows to the next deck. Now you're on Deck 1. At first glance, it may seem identical to Deck 0, but there are 4 subtle differences. Can you identify them all? Anomalies can alter the object's color, material, shape, or behavior. Sometimes, an entirely new element can be introduced into the environment. Each of these is considered an anomaly. Once you detect an anomaly, follow the instructions provided. In this case, your task is to return to the previous deck. You're now back on the original deck, but we've progressed forward. Welcome to Deck 2. In the center of the deck, you can see a model of a Builder-class anomaly. This small object can generate looped corridors and spawn other anomalies. To break the loop, take the Builder model and carry it out of the anomaly area. Bring the Builder anomaly model to the next deck. Put the Builder anomaly model into the magnet container to secure it. Congratulations! You have finished your training program. Proceed to the anomaly area to ARC 101 to start your first mission. Welcome to Basic Anomaly Training. As a member of the Anomalies Detection Team, your role is to detect and contain anomalies. This training will help you to understand what anomalies are, how to recognize them, and how to respond properly. You're currently on Deck 0, a safe area with no anomalies present. Observe how the objects here look. Take note of their appearance and follow the white arrows to the next deck. Now you're on Deck 1. At first glance, it may seem identical to Deck 0, but there are 4 subtle differences. Can you identify them all? Anomalies can alter the object's color, material, shape, or behavior. Sometimes, an entirely new element can be introduced into the environment. Each of these is considered an anomaly. Once you detect an anomaly, follow the instructions provided. In this case, your task is to return to the previous deck. You're now back on the original deck, but we've progressed forward. Welcome to Deck 2. In the center of the deck, you can see a model of a Builder class anomaly. This small object can generate looped corridors and spawn other anomalies. To break the loop, take the Builder model and carry it out of the anomaly area. Bring the Builder anomaly model to the next deck. Put the Builder anomaly model into the magnet container to secure it. Congratulations! You have finished your training program. Proceed to the anomaly area to ARC 101 to start your first mission. Your mission is to detect and contain Anomaly ARC 101. Security level yellow. Class level Builder. Anomaly ARC 101 creates a looped inner structure that may contain other anomalies. Some of them can be dangerous, but there will be no anomalies you cannot run away from. Your main focus is only to contain ARC 101. You must follow the next instructions. Do not overlook any anomalies. If you find an anomaly, turn back immediately. If you don't find any anomalies, follow the white arrows forward. There are no anomalies at Deck 0. Get to Deck 9. Have fun. Don't die. Awkward.
All right, that was that. I'm gonna say my two complaints off the bat. Well, that's fresh in my mind, and I'm thinking about it. I literally just got done with this within the past half an hour. I don't think my computer that I acquired is quite up to the task tool wise to run this game like it needs to smoothly, and that's not the game or the developer's fault. That's my fault for not having good enough equipment, but it can run and it's just laggy. And two, and I'm gonna throw it up right here, there was a chunket at the very beginning of the game where you're doing the intro tutorial thing, looking around at WASD. For the first few minutes when I was trying this last night, me doing the WASD walk around stuff, it was not registering, and I could not press, and I wound up not being able to, at the time, press E to activate that door to go out that first little hallway chunk. I don't know what it is, but I got it to work today, which I'm happy for because I actually got to play the game a little bit. But that was frustrating, and I'm not sure if that's on me or a game mechanic that was being weird. I don't know. The game itself, it looks fun. I enjoyed playing it. Having the robot around is neat. The fact that it tells you in the first beginning stages about the different elements and the anomalies and what to look for and what may or may not be there, and giving you a end destination. If you get to deck 9, that's where the good stuff happens, or the end of the good stuff. You know what I mean? I like the fact that they use shapes starting off with to go, hey, this is this and that's that. I like the fact that the shapes were, in my opinion, seemingly random in the rooms, along with what appeared to be the furniture, normal room stuff, art decor, typical room stuff. I like the fact that it gives you more than just one room that you have to look over and look at and go, hey, this is here, this is there. Ooh, that shouldn't be there. While I can appreciate the X8's streamline one alley chunk it, having it keep, I like that part of that game. This game, I do like the fact that there's more chances for stuff to be out of place or weird or just outright wrong, making you go, hey, this isn't right, go back, which is the basic premise of the game. I like how what's the word for it? The environment, how it looks like what's the word for it? I like how it looks and the fact that it's like futuristic, I guess I'll say. I like the vibe. It was interesting. I found it. I like how some of the vents venting gas. I like how that's done. That looked nice, even though I think it could be smoother. But once again, my hardware, I understand that. If I had a better system, it would probably look smoother. But it is what it is. But yeah, given this is my first initial reaction to the gameplay, but getting past that first room, I really enjoyed it. And to gentleman, the developer person that emailed me initially about this, I do thank you for inviting me to play the game, because it's one of those things where I would have found it eventually, because I'm one of those people where I did it on Steam yesterday for a while. I was just skimming through games, because I'll do that because I like to find stuff that isn't mainstream new stuff. even if it is new stuff or like indie type games is what I'm trying to say. I don't mind. I look more towards those of what I have because I know that my system will usually run it better. Just one of those things. So yeah, once again, my only two complaints is that the that first starter room initially didn't register me walking, so that was a thing, and just my system not being up to par with what the game need. But I will be playing more of this in the future because I want to see how far it can go, and I will probably make another recording of it. But to the gentleman, assuming gentleman in question, Igor, I don't want to offend you, my guy, but I don't know. But at the end of the day, fun game, good game. I recommend everybody. This is one of those things where try it once at least. You won't know until you try. But I like this type of gaming. It forces you to think and use your brain because a lot of games out there don't. But yeah, overall positive experience. If I had to rate it, solid 9 out of 10. Solid, yeah. But yeah, y'all. I'll do the linky bit. You know how it goes. I'll leave the linky bit in case you're curious about it. Because if you have a system that can run it better than mine and have more of a fluid experience, you'll probably like it more. All right. If you don't mind dropping a like, comment, share, and subscribe, it helps out in the massive void that is the YouTube algorithm. Plus, it's free. Hit all the bells on one so you don't miss any future uploads and all the jazz. And yeah. Once again, to the developer person, thank you for inviting me to play the game. I'm sorry it took 5 months for me to get a computer that could run it somewhat. I really thought that this computer thing was going to be done months ago, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, folks. I think that's all that needs to be said for the immediate time being. Appreciate the views, appreciate the subs. Y'all be kind. Stay tuned.